the dope. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense is on the field for the first time today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
They're trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense knew coming into tonight they had to be able to get pressure on the quarterback, and they are wasting no time. They get a sack on the first play of the game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Panthers! And once he got loose, it was all over. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start to that QB.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have its first possession of the game. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
Man, and you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. The give to the back. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Here comes the offense on second down. To the air. It's Horn. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Touch pass on the run. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. Running toward the tape. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now they'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Fights off a defender. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass. It's Horn. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of their deep balls.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Throws to the back. Oh, what a grab by the defense. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Fires to the middle. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he could not get loose on the run.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
At the 35, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
Touchdown, Pitt! What a grab and go for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away.
Number 15, set to kick off.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Fires to the right. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He's going to pass on second down. He's got it. He's off to the races. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. On first down, here comes this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Price. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Quick toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll try to pick up the first. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he puts...
The score with Florida State.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 14, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Pitt right back to the line.
And that's a first down for Hawkins.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Fires left. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And the try is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving core in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like been a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Handoff from the gun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Oh, what a move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Back to throw. It's Horn. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On third down, going up top. It's complete to the left. He gets it. Oh,
was complete.
First down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They'll run for it on fourth down. He's there to make the stop, and not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
I love the aggressive nature on offense here. You're winning this game. A lot of coaches would choose to punt on that fourth down and just go play defense and try to ice this thing, but not them. They're going to try to leave their offense out there. That's the third fourth down they've been able to convert.
A first down run in the red zone. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. We got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. They'll leave it with him. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Iowa City deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker of a showing. They're trailing by 18 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Pitt pushing the base. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
As a defensive end, trust me, I was a defensive end, I can tell you, you start getting a little lathered up. Now you got your second sack. It's only the third quarter. Your eyeballs are getting big. This is going to be one of those days. I'm going to get me 3. I'm going to get me 4. Shoot, I might even get me 5.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Looking for a man. It's Horn. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This is a third and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. The Seminoles are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He's looking to throw it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's a route this offense practices all week long. You really have to have great timing when you're throwing these out routes. There's nothing a defender can do on that one. Perfectly thrown, well caught. Nice job getting his feet in bounds.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Simon. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. Off at defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the running game. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Horn. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snap it to the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Got it, looking for a first. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense trying to find its way off the field on the 9th play of the drive. It'll be 3rd and 8. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
That keeps the score. Florida State, 35. Pitt,
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Pitt right back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A 1st down for the offense. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Knowles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 22 to Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Hendricks. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And first down for the offense.
Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And he's just going to spike it.
Incomplete. Third down coming.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Running the victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, and go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
When you hit this point